Hey guys, it's Samosha Simon, and I am here with once again another Hunger Games speed win for you guys. In this game, I will be running the kit Boxer, which is at the moment my favorite kit. The reason I hadn't done a speed win in for so long was because my editing software that sped up video was not working at the moment. But now that it works, let's get started into the video, if that made any sense. So as you can see, I'm crafting my soups, made my stone sword. I usually, when I run Boxer, I make a sword, even though I can just use my fist, because it does the damage of a wind sword. So here we find a very interesting player. I couldn't tell if they were lagging or hacking, because, well, it got pretty weird. So as you can see, we're just fighting. I am actually going through a lot of soups. She's a Spider-Man, or he. Let's just call her she, because she's wearing a pink cape. And so yeah, we're going through this fight. It's pretty intense. It's the first fight of the game, so it'd be pretty embarrassing if I died now. But right around here, I'm actually making a lot of quick drop mistakes. I'm quick dropping my soups, but eventually I drink all my soups. I realize she's refilling, and I YOLO it and take her out right there. So that was probably the second hardest fight of the entire game, as you'll see later on. So here we get another guy with an Optifine cape, Herodes98, and I take him out pretty quickly right there. He had some carrots on him, so I had a food source for a while. And then I find a guy in this ravine, so I jump down to him, and I have a little bit of a struggle trying to reach him. I'm kind of spamming my sword, hitting him only sometimes, but I get a block in my inventory, tower up, and I have access to him, take him out right there. So then I realize I'm in a pretty nice iron-filled ravine as I get iron off of him, off of the guy, I forget his name. So I decide to mine out the ravine, because, you know, if you're in a ravine, you have a stone pickaxe, you have some furnaces that you can set up, why not mine out the ravine? So I mine out 8 iron right there for my chest plate, and keep in mind I have 5 cooking in my furnace, which can give me a sword and 3 extra ingots. And then right here I find exactly 4 iron, which will give me enough to make a chestplate, pants, and sword with all the iron I have added up together. So I make another furnace so that I can have double the amount of cooking speed, because always when you're cooking iron, you should spend your time adding up furnaces, because it'll make the job more efficient. So then I decide, since all my iron is cooking, I have nothing better to do, that I'll make a staircase out of the ravine. And I find a guy up there, and I take him out, but I guess I didn't slow that down. And I get a guy that jumps into the ravine right there. And I also didn't slow that down, which is pretty weird. So afterwards, I cook up all my iron, I leave the ravine, and I go hunting with a chestplate and pants. So now I'm not worried at all about PvP situations, because I don't really care about the helmet and boots, considering I can get those off of some noob full iron. And I find a tower team above me. I do my little trick where I stand up and press F5, and I run to the tower to get endermaged, because I can't let the stomper get endermaged. I find the portal, get endermaged up, and I run to safety into this little hole. And then the fight begins. It's a pretty easy fight. I actually get the cocky and leave the hole. Oh my god, that's what she said. I leave the hole, and yeah, I take them both out there. And I notice a water pool, so I decide to stack over to the water pool, and I see a guy down there. So jump down, take out both his wolves, and then attack him right there. Might have been a girl, considering his or her name was Bunny Lover. Then one of her teammates, which you'll see later on, gets mad about the fact that I killed her. So now I'm hunting JV Knight, and I spot somebody else underground. So I start thinking it's a team of 2, since my compass turns, only it's a different name that I'm tracking. So I dig down while optifying, getting closer and closer, and then I jump into their hole. But they both don't have soups, and I am a boxer. So even though I was getting double teamed by 2 iron swords, I take them out quite easily. And this gets me to my full iron, including the helmet and boots. I also add up my armor so that it's nice and clean and brand new. And I decide, of course, to leave the hole to continue hunting. So I kind of use a staircase instead of stacking straight out to save resources, but all I find is a ravine, so I have to stack out from the ravine. And I get out right here. And then let's see what's on my compass, I forget now. Zard. Okay, so Zard was in a tower, as you'll see later on, right there. And I get pretty scared because I see an endermage trap. I see the portal, so I place down water and I run to the trap. But Zard stomps right there. I let him stomp me. I get TP'd up. And this is probably one of the luckiest moments I've ever had in Hunger Games. So watch what happens. So I find these two in the tower. And just like last hour, I get cocky and I decide to get out of my hiding hole because I want to take out the guy. So I'm fighting Zard, and then they both start double teaming me and hit me off the tower. And watch what happens right here. So I just know I'm dead, and boom, I land on the smallest, smallest. It was so lucky of me to land on that little piece of water. I was so thankful for that because that actually, well, that was why I won, because I survived that fall. I won the game, obviously, because every time you live, instead of dying, you obviously have a better chance of winning. If you understand what I'm trying to say, which you probably don't. So, now that I took out that tower team of 2 after getting Endermage once more, I find, who do I find? Let's see. Well, I'm just tracking this guy. Oh yeah, I'm going straight through the desert, and I find a desert village, and my compass is turning. I don't know why. For some reason, I don't notice the random dirt sticking out of the water, but I find it after he unsneaks, and I take him out pretty easily in 4 hits. He doesn't even retaliate. Maybe he was AFK. And now there's only 3 people left. And as I mentioned, the fight at the start was the second hardest fight in the game. So, since I haven't mentioned about the first hardest fight, the hardest fight, you're about to witness it. So I'm going up this hill when I notice Make It So Godly, who's in a Gaze McGee skin. And that reminds me of Gaze McGee's special PvP style, which is while he's PvPing to spin. So right here I can do a nice little spin and keep going. And this is the hardest fight in the game, as I have kept foreshadowing about. So as you can see, we're going back and forth. I run back because I want to have some more room to Gaze McGee fight. So right here I do a few spins, get a little bit confused, retaliate back, spin again. So yeah, I'm trying to fight this guy with style, because it always matters to have style when you're fighting. I decide to hit him with my fist instead of hitting him with my sword. And I gotta give it to him. I had a big advantage on him since I had a diamond sword and I was a boxer. So it was like he was hitting me with a stone sword while I was hitting him with a diamond sword. So, yep, we're fighting here. It's pretty good. I decide to hit him with my fist, and he runs off. I decide to chase him for a bit, and then I realize he'll just keep running, so I wait up here. I don't fully resup, actually, because I realize the feast is about to start, and I want space in my inventory to place feast items. So here he retaliates again. I fight him while the feast starts, and then feast starts, and I spin, because, you know, I'm cool like that. And we are just fighting back and forth. It's been a really long fight so far. We're both really weak. Our armor's getting destroyed, and he opens up a chest. And I'm scared because, you know, there is that chance he got a strength potion. But all he got was diamond pants. And that was still kind of unlucky because it's not every chest in the feast that has diamond armor. So it was a little bit unlucky, but that's okay because diamond pants isn't that big of a deal. So, yeah, he's putting up a really good fight. We're both just going back and forth, back and forth. We have the same style of PvP. We're both quick dropping. And we are both just making it hard for each other to kill us. And I get a little bit worried because I have only an extra hotbar left of soups, since I had to save save space for the feast objects, and he opens up another chest. I take this opportunity to loot the feast, get my diamond boots on, look through the chests. I don't find any major goodies, although I don't really do the best job of looting the feast. I take out the diamond sword specifically because I didn't want Make It So Godly to get it. Grab a few ender pearls, don't really know why. Grab a bow, and then I realize he's coming back. And I have no soups in my inventory, so I decide to just poison him, and then instant harming. And then right here, he also instant harmings me, I'm pretty sure. Or I forget, actually. I slowness him right there, and I run off. I fully resup since I grabbed most of the stuff from the feast, but he does manage to get a chest plate. So now he actually has a decent PvP advantage on me. I would say the fight is actually equal. I grab a flint and steel from one of the chests, and I decide to use that to my advantage. And I find the final player right there, and I decide to target him since he has no armor and probably no soups. He did have soups, but I took him out pretty quickly. And Make It So Godly is refilling right here, so I decide to take that chance and set him on fire. And we're still fighting after all this time. It's been a crazy fight. He loses his helmet just because of me. We've been going at it for a while. He hits me right over my fire, which was pretty cool, actually. And I decide to keep using fire as my advantage. A little bit newbie, but I gotta do what I gotta do. If fire's the way I'm gonna win, I'm gonna use it. I don't care. And we are still going at it. But I know he's weak, and right there I take him out. And I win the game with the boxer kit. It was a great game. It was really fun. I got a good amount of kills. Here is the stats page for the game. I got 14 kills. It was a really fun game. So thanks guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video.